relaxed atmosphere. Everybody gets a little nibble, a little something to drink, and we all kick back and have a good time. So, I'm going to tell you a little story. I wrote this today. True story. Like any red-blooded American, I'm grossly infatuated with celebrity. But some of my celebrity perspective is a bit skewed. My father, who sang for the Metropolitan Opera, appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson no less than 60 times. I met quite a few celebs when I was young. I chatted backstage at the Met with Beverly Sills. Patty Page's son and I tried to throw Pat Boone into a swimming pool but failed miserably. When you have to sleep on the couch for a week because opera star Ezio Flagello is staying in your room, your perspective on celebrity changes. That doesn't keep me from getting starstruck at times, and I've had my embarrassing moments of celebrity faux pas. I can give you a piece of advice. When you meet a celebrity, talk to them as if they were a bartender or a bus driver. Friendly, but not ass-kissy. I have a few bona fide celebrity friends, a few quasi-celebrity friends, and a lot of friends who are great actors, musicians, writers, and artists that people, most of them, wouldn't even recognize. Now, I have always had a crush, a mad schoolboy crush on Uma Thurman. I respect her work as an actor. I've read some interviews where I dug what she has to say, and yes, I have hit the pause button on a couple of scenes in Dangerous Liaisons. Also, there's something about her that makes her seem really smart. And for me, smart is a major turn-on. So imagine my surprise during South by Southwest eons ago. I leave the Austin Music Awards, stagger into the back door of the Continental Club, and sitting on a bench against the wall is Ethan Hawke, Richard Linklater, and then an empty space, and then sitting next to the empty space is Uma Thurman. I, along with our guest, was in the film Slacker that Rick directed. And I am drunk enough to be fearless and hopefully sober enough to be charming. So I plop down next to Rick on the bench and say, "Hey Rick, how's it going?" And Rick goes, "Wammo, what's up, man? Good to see you." And I talk to him for about 2 seconds, and then I spin and I go, "So what's your name?" And she says, "I'm Uma," and holds out her hand. And I shake her hand. And now, you know when people say they saw so-and-so and they didn't look like the same person as they do on their TV show or their movie? Well, I have to tell you that in person, Uma Thurman is dazzling. And I know that if I look at her longer than a millisecond, I'm going to stutter, I'm going to drool, I might pass out, or all of the above. So I shake her hand and say, "Hi Uma, I'm Wammo." And she smiles this flashbulb smile at me and says, "Hello Wammo, nice to meet you." And I say, "So Uma, what do you do?" And she says, "I'm an actress." And I said, "Really? You make a living at that?" And she smiles and laughs, and I breathe, and oh my God, I just made Uma Thurman laugh. I did mention I was fearlessly inebriated, so, of course, I push on. Uma. You know, that's such a musical name. You know, I just got back from this award show where my band won a few awards, and I bet I can make up a song right now, on the spot, with your name on it. And she cocks her head slyly and stares right through me, and with an almost wicked grin says, "Go for it." Now this, my friends, is the moment of truth. This is the split second in time when angels stop plucking their harps and cup their ears. And I say, okay, and I begin to chant. Uma, 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 Uma. And she begins to chant with me. Uma, 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 Uma. And I will never forget, I swear to God, I will never forget the words and melody that came out of me as if I was singing to a little record playing in my head. I opened my mouth and sang, Uma, girl of my dreams, you bring the wine, I'll bring the Vaseline, the sun will shine, dine on Pellegrino, Uma, girl of my dreams. And she's dying laughing. She's grabbing her knees and guffawing. And I begin to laugh. We're both rocking back and forth on the bench. And instinctively, as we're laughing, I put my hand in between her shoulder blades very lightly. And in that moment, I look up and Ethan Hawke is towering over us. And he looks right past me to her and goes, hey babe, I just want to see if everything was all right. And reaches down and gives her a back of the head grab, sloppy, wet, hot kiss right in front of me. And suddenly this crystal palace and temple that I have already raised of love and worship in my head just crashes down, throwing shards of disappointment and dashed hopes into me. But for one brief moment in time, my friends, I was in the game. And that is the moment to celebrate.